Hello again, everyone. We're almost to the end here of Chapter 5, the final S consonant sound. We're doing the communicative practice describing your dream job, which is on page 38. Now, if you look at page 38, you'll see in the instructions that ask you to create a business card. I'm going to do a little bit different, the business card idea. We're not going to have you guys draw a business card, so don't really follow so much the instructions that are on page 38. Follow the instructions that are here in Canvas. So first and foremost, what did you want to be when you were young? You know, the classic question, what did you want to be when you were growing up? Was it an athlete, a politician, a singer, maybe even a teacher, a scientist? For this assignment, I want you to choose someone you used to look up to when you were young, or maybe even someone that you look up to now, and describe why their job or career would be a dream come true for you if you were able to do that job. So I want you to consider that person, first of all, that comes to mind. It could be a family member, it could be someone famous, it could even just be a general profession and not someone in particular. But as you think of that person or that profession, consider these questions. And I'm going to go ahead and model and answer these questions for you. And as you answer the questions, I'd like you to record a video response, like how I'm doing right now. Your response should be at least 1 minute long. And then you're going to provide answers to these questions, and then I want you to pay particular attention to the final S ending in your responses, and make sure that the pronunciation of that final S is accurate. Any time that you're using it for the third person singular, talking about that person, the possessive apostrophe S for contractions, and then we also talked about for plural nouns as well. So what kind of job does this person that I've chosen do? My idol growing up was Steve Young. He's a football player. He plays football, or used to play football, for the San Francisco 49ers. So he's an athlete. Where do they perform their job? He performs his job at a football stadium here in San Francisco, or San Francisco Bay Area. It's my favorite football team growing up as a kid. When do they need to do their work? He plays football. The season starts in August and finishes around February. So he works from the summer to winter, or fall to winter, I would say. A lot of vacation time. Really, from February all the way to, I'd say, July, he has a lot of vacation time. Some of the advantages and disadvantages of this job would be, well, you get paid a lot of money to be a professional athlete. He makes a lot of money. One of the disadvantages, though, I think, is he gets injured. He hurts. His brain with concussions was a big problem in his career. And then also not a lot of time with family. He stays in hotels. He works all during the week during the season, so not a lot of family time. Last one, why do I look up to this person? I look up to Steve Young because he was a left-handed quarterback. He was very, very smart, and he played for my favorite football team. And I loved football when I was a kid. So that's my person. Notice how I focused on the third person singular S, makes a lot of money, plays during the week, stays in hotels away from his family, and then the possessive adjective, the possessive S didn't use a lot. I did use the contraction. He's a professional football player. And then plural, right? The S that we use at the end of of plural nouns, games. I'm trying to think of other plural nouns I used. I guess I didn't use that many off the top of my head. But as you're saying these words, and if you take down any notes, please pay particular attention to the pronunciation. Remember, if the final sound is voiceless, no vibration, then that means that final S sound is going to also be voiceless. If it's a voiced sound, remember that has vibration, then it's going to be a voiced consonant sound, like the Z, plays, stays. And then if it has a buzzing sound or a hissing sound, then it's going to have the Uz, the added vowel sound, the or I, and then the Z consonant sound. If you go back in the module and you take a look at the grammatical forms lecture that I did, it'll give you a better idea. Maybe refer to that before you record your video. So I'm really looking forward to hearing your responses for this discussion, and really looking forward to hearing about what you wanted to be when you grow up.